The Sportsbook located right here at the South Point Casino in Las Vegas. We have a TV studio right here where I host a show called Punchlines Monday through Friday from 12 to 1 Pacific live on our YouTube channel. Me, I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. This is Ryan McCormick, our producer, and Wednesdays and Fridays, this is our sports betting analyst, Alex White.
Let's go.
Roll that opening.
Hey, yeah, it is. Here we are. Here we are in the studio. We did that little cold open there. Wasn't that fun, ladies and gentlemen? It's a Friday show, and we're gonna get it right. We might be wrong at first, but we will get it right. Maybe we won't. I don't know. Watch this guy on Wheel of Fortune. He couldn't get it right.
Tavares, right in the butt.
What?
No.
This is the best.
Yeah, that's it, I think, yeah.
This is the best.
This is the best.
This is the best.
This is the best. By the way, Pat Sajak's delayed reaction of no. That is not it.
He also spelled right with 4 letters.
What's that? Yeah,
It's spelled
it's
right
R-I-T-E.
yeah.
He's spelling right, R-I-T-E.
Yeah.
You know, he might live near a Rite Aid. I don't know. Hey, you might hear that voice from that gentleman right there behind the bulletproof glass. That's right. It's Ryan B. McCormick. The B is for bad mofo. Ryan, what's happening today?
It's Friday.
It's Friday. It's a holiday weekend. I kind of just was begging someone to, hey, where's the barbecue, Ryan? And then Ann's like, all right, I'll do it. So we're going to do something all together on Monday.
On Monday.
Everyone's going to be there except the person sitting to my right. It's Friday, so you know who our co-host is. It's the 2-time national champ, on-field MC here at the ballpark for the Las Vegas Aviators, the Oakland A's AAA team, and sports betting analyst. It's Alex White, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Alex. Alex, what's happening? What do you got cooking today for us at 12:36?
Well, of course, we have our parlay with all three of us.
Friday. It's the Frank, Alex, and Ryan parlay.
Yes, and then
the parlay
the Fever
parlay.
are in action again tonight,
Oh.
so I have a couple angles I like in that WNBA game. But
All right.
I will stop by the barbecue because that's
You will
very
stop
nice
by.
of Ann to host it. And I would just want to say happy to have Ann back because when I was here Wednesday,
Yeah.
she was catching up on things for the ballpark. She wasn't here. We missed her. I could already tell how the show's going to go from watching that Wheel of Fortune. You can hear her laugh.
Yeah,
And
it's always great to have
contagious.
Ann's laugh.
It is.
And it's funny because I wrote her when she wasn't, I came in and they're like, Ann's off today. And I wrote, hey, Ann, get some rest. And she just laughed. She went, rest. We'll sleep when we're dead. That's what we do. One pick Alex will not be giving out is Bronny James as the overall #1 pick in the NBA draft. We've been talking about this. Parles brought it up. Me and you talked about it. It came up again the other day with, I don't remember who.
It was Jeff.
It was Jeff.
It was Jeff.
My name's
Yeah,
Jeff.
and then I brought it up as
You
a
just
post.
did. You just did 21 Jump Street. His name's Jeff. Here it is. So MGM is actually getting a lot of action on this. So this will not be a pick we're giving out. Let's take a look at this. So 30% of the tickets on Bronny James, 200 to 1.
Yeah.
But people are like, oh man, if it hits, it's not going to hit.
No.
And then what's this say? BetMGM. Oh, that was FanDuel?
Yeah,
okay.
that was
BetMGM,
FanDuel.
36.8% of tickets are on Bronny James
Wow.
as the #1 pick. And 14. Now, how do you say that name? It's like Sarr, Alex Sarr.
Yeah, it's Alexandre Sarr.
Yeah, right. He's a French guy,
I believe.
somewhere overseas.
Somewhere overseas. Yeah.
Again, Americans have lost control of the NBA.
A little bit.
We really have. Every player is not, even like.
We have Anthony Edwards.
True. And then I was like, oh, we have SGA. Nope, Canadian. Technically not an American.
Yep.
But Alex Sarr is minus 300 to 1.
Yep.
So he's going to be the #1 pick. That's who you're here. 14% on him. But still, there's people who are like, I just want to have that Bronny James ticket.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's paying 200 to 1, so you don't have to bet much to win a ton.
Right. And the
Right.
Lakers,
It's not worth it.
draft like 55th or something.
I'm
round
not
pick.
sure
Yeah,
where
something
they're in
late
the
like
draft,
that. Oh, the Lakers will
but
take him. Then
I
there's the
imagine
school of
someone
thought,
else
oh,
takes him
well,
first.
maybe a team will take him, guaranteeing LeBron James would sign with them. So you're getting LeBron James, and the gate alone would be worth it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Lights camera just fell over.
that
All right. Also on the show today, comedian Matt Light, a very funny sports fanatic from Pittsburgh. He's now living in Dallas and hit a big parlay on game 1 of the Western Conference Final, which we'll talk about. He had Kyrie over 20, Luka over 30, and plus 4.5 with the Mavs. $100 paid $700.
Very nice.
So he'll probably have some sort of other parlay he's whipping up. And later on the show, we will have our picks during the parlay. Picks at 12:36. We'll write down and seal our Monday's headline predictions, which we did last week. Last week, your prediction was
very lame.
An Astro to hit for the cycle.
Oh, you had, what's that?
She had an Astro to hit for the cycle.
An Astro hit for the, which again, you have to take like a stab at these. You went long shot. You took Shohei 4 homers.
Yeah, 4 homers in a game.
I don't remember what Jeff did.
Jeff said that Sean would be hosting Punchlines.
Sean would be hosting the show. And mine was the Indiana Pacers would win Game 7 in New York in overtime. But they did win the Game 7 because, by the way, they were down 3-2 when I wrote that headline.
In regulation. Yep.
But I guess I played it a little safe. I think Ryan was a little disappointed.
Well, I did too because I didn't even specify on which Houston Astros player.
But that's not playing it safe. Hitting for the cycle, that's like a no-hitter. I think it's even a little rare.
Well, and I have that team, so that's what I was trying
you have the
to
Houston
go
Astros.
for. Yeah.
Right. So again, if you're not sure what we're talking about, we all drew names. We all drew through 3 names, 10 of us here.
Team names.
And the first team who has a player that hits for the cycle wins the pot. And no one's hit for the cycle. I'm stuck with, I have the Twins, the Tigers,
You're
and the
all
Guardians.
AL Central.
Yeah. Twins, Tigers, and Guardians. That's not bad. And do you remember who you have?
I have the Brewers and the Astros. I can't remember the third.
You have a third.
Right now. I have a picture of it, but
Ryan has it?
Alex has the Rays, Brewers,
The
and
Rays.
Astros.
the Rays.
I have the Mariners, Diamondbacks, and Blue Jays.
I feel good about I think you got Corbin Carroll, you got Rodriguez, right? Rodriguez up in
Julio
Seattle.
Rodriguez, yeah.
But Drew Dog.
Yeah, Drew Dog's got the Angels,
You got the
Dodgers,
Angels and Dodgers.
Giants.
And Giants.
Yeah.
It's the Shohei is one we're all. Does Shohei get a lot of triples? He's not really a triple guy.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because if he gets a hold of
Not
one,
too
it
sure
goes
about
475 feet.
That's true.
All right. So we're going to do all those things coming up. But first, it's time for the segment that's sweeping the nation. That's crazy.
What? That's crazy.
Oh, no, we didn't see the cat. Hang on. You want to do it again? We got to do it. We made the graphic. We got to do it.
That's crazy.
What? That's crazy.
All right. So Punchy's in the live chat today. Your task today is to name the cat. Name the cat on that graphic. We're looking for a good name that's kind of gambling themed.
Okay.
Right? And a feline name. So name the cat, and we'll take a look at that. Ryan, keep an eye out on that. My computer, I left it on in my bag overnight, and instead, Alex is sharing her MacBook Pro with me. What happened? What's so funny that my computer died?
No, just that you guys are sharing the.
I left it on in the bed. Well, because you fall, it'll stay on. It'll last 3 or 4 days, and then the power cord, which is always in my bag,
It wasn't today.
is not in my bag today, and I don't understand why. Someone's playing a prank on me.
Somebody sabotaged you. Yeah.
All right, so this segment is where we kind of look at last night and find something that's crazy. I was out last night. I was down at the Flamingo and Harrah's. I'm bragging. I hadn't been to Flamingo. The first bar I ever went to, me and a friend of mine, Gino Crognoli. Yes, he's Italian.
Gino.
We drove from LA. So this is like 90, I'm going to say it was 94, 93 or 94. Ryan, how old were you?
93 or 94?
-6 or -7.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So we drove in from LA and we came up, it was the middle that we left late, right? So we're driving and I see the lights and I go, oh my God, look at that. He goes, dude, that's state line.
Right.
And I was losing my mind at state line, right? I'm like, oh, Prim. He goes, just wait a half hour. And then I see Las Vegas. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. So that's crazy. So he's like, where do you want to stay? We didn't have a room. He's like, you've never been to Vegas. Let's go. My cousin, whose house we were living at, he was working. He couldn't come. He flew in the next day. So anyway, I said, let's go to the Flamingo. Bugsy Siegel. The Flamingo was like the first hotel, even though that's not the one. So let's go to the Flamingo. So we get a room at the Flamingo. It was like $20. It was something ridiculous, right? And we go to the bar, which is called Bugsy's Bar. It's still there.
Right.
And I hadn't seen it in a long time. So last night I went there. We ordered 2 beers. And I remember it was 2 Miller Lights and 2 shots of Crown Royal. And how much do you think that cost? Now, don't lowball it so you ruin the story. But how do you think? This is 1994. So we're talking 30 years ago. How much do you think we paid for 2 Miller Lights and 2 Crown Royals at the Flamingo Bar? Alex, what do you think?
I don't know. $6.
Okay.
$10.
She wins. Price is Right rolls out. It was $6.75.
Ooh.
And we had a shot and a beer, and I'm like, $6.75. I'm home. Like I did in New Orleans when they handed me 3 beers and I only ordered one. And the guy's like, it's 3 for 1 all the time here. And I went, I'm home. So anyway, that was my first. So I went there last night and I saw Connor McDavid score the game winner. I was rooting for Dallas. We had Chris Harrison on yesterday from Dallas.
You were there that late.
What's that?
You were there for double overtime.
I was there for double overtime.
You were there late.
Wasn't that? It was like 9 o'clock. 10? 9.
We had put Aubrey to bed at that point. So
Well, yes.
it was
Well,
after,
she's
it was
one.
after
I'm
9:30.
older. I can stay up later.
4 months in
4
a couple
months.
days.
1. Everything leading up to 1 year is 1 year. She's 4 months.
It was probably 9:30. I was still at the ballpark
Okay.
when that happened, and I left about
Uh-oh,
10.
sorry.
So
Amateur hour here today, but it is Van Halen, so that was cool. So I saw Connor McDavid score the winner, and I was like, because I wanted Dallas to win.
Well, Dallas has now lost 6 straight game ones.
Game ones, I saw that. Yeah, that's then they're used to it. So there you go, back.
and I
against
think 5 of those were in overtime, right?
I'm not sure about that one. That would mean that all of last year there was an overtime.
We'll have to check.
Because they lost in regulation in round 1 to the Knights, and then in overtime.
All right. Well, the Mavs play tonight, so maybe Dallas can get back on the winning track. We'll talk to Matt in a minute about that. So anyway, that's crazy. Alex, you go first.
Okay, so keeping it with our hometown team, the Las Vegas Raiders, Max Crosby has gotten a little extension
a raise.
here. Yep,
Restructure of his contract. So they moved $6 million that he was to be due later to be on his contract for this year. And then they gave him an additional $1.2 million for 2025. So gave him essentially a $7.2 million raise, paying him before he was actually due it.
Chris, do you hear this?
If there's any
giving out
player that
raises.
deserves it, it is him, though.
Look, he embodies the Raiders. He's been
Yes.
he was a 4th round draft pick, I believe. I want to say out of Eastern Michigan or something. I mean, it wasn't like he was highly recruited.
That sounds right.
He's built himself into a beast. And here's where you can't get more Raider than this. He has to be put under to get all his tattoos in one day. Wasn't that it, Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted completely covered in tattoos. Just knock me out and do it.
Yeah.
He was drafted out of Eastern Michigan.
That's insane. Eastern Michigan, 4th round. So there you go.
Yep.
I'm on fire this week with pools.
So looking
anyway.
at their salaries now, though, because I was trying to figure out the highest paid defensive players.
Yeah.
Nick Bosa's one right now, and then Chris Jones for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think that puts him right up there.
He's up there. And TJ Watt's up there too, right? Was TJ up there? I know. Oh, I have your laptop. What do you have? What is underneath this that makes it like not skid? Like it's like
It's just a
it's
cover.
got grippers. All right, Alex, that was her. That's crazy. Ryan, what's yours?
I feel like you should go before mine.
I was gonna take a sip of my drink though. I had it timed out.
You can do it while the graphics up.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Well, Frank's that's crazy. It had to do with the Giants and Pirates game yesterday. Well, not just yesterday, but
needed
the
it
day
bad.
before. The Giants are the fifth team to allow a grand slam in back-to-back games and win both of those games.
Yeah, and I know Matt Light's watching. He's about to be on the show. I know that pains him too. Back-to-back days, Pirates hit grand slams. Joey Bart right in the face of the Giants, the team that gave up on him. Brian Reynolds also right in the face of the team that traded him for Andrew McCutcheon, who we got back. Both hit grand slams. We both think we're cruising, then the bullpen blows it. Hunter Stratton gave up 5 runs. Rollis Chapman. It was so frustrating. We should have won both of those games. We should have swept the Giants. Skeens won 6 innings, only gave up 1 run. He knew he wasn't going to strike out as many. He knows that the Giants he knew he had a whole flat. This guy is so good. It's his 3rd major league start. He's already saying, I'm going to pitch to Conte. He's unbelievable.
Yes.
But he knew like the Cubs, he could blow away because the Cubs suck. So he blew them away.
Yeah,
and struck out
exactly. Yeah, the Cubs are batting, I think, below 200 in the last 10 games. So
that's been the Pirates for my entire life, the last 20 years. But anyway, 2 grand slams and they lost both games. Good stat. My buddy Blair kind of turned me on to that, and then Ryan did some research and found it. So nice job. A giant habit. Nice job.
No, this one goes along with that. So
okay.
all 3 games of this series, the losing team was up by 4+ runs in that game.
Yeah.
So it was the 4th time in Major League Baseball history that a 3-game series where the winning team in each game came back from down 4+ runs all time. This year, Giants at Pirates. 1999, Giants at Marlins.
Wow.
1896, the Giants at the Phillies. And 1886, the Giants at Detroit.
What? Notice
in
a
all
common
such
thread.
series,
Yeah.
the Giants were the road team in all of them.
That's pretty wild. That is, you know what that is?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Thank you.
What? That's crazy.
Ann loves it. Name the cat. Get in our chat room. Name the cat. And Ryan, what's yours?
So my That's Crazy was this guy put out a video of basically your people's reactions to their teams that they're more passionate about. And I thought it was pretty crazy that he was spot on.
Oh, what? Okay. What do we got here?
Oh, sorry.
Damn it. Sorry. We'll get him next week. How the f*** do you blow that lead? God, I hate this team. How is it that a starting pitcher will go in there, pitch 6 scoreless innings,
False games.
and then every time some asshole gets up there in the
Chapman.
7th and starts serving up meatballs?
There we go.
Like he's working at a
And he's wearing yellow.
sub shop. God damn it!
So that was Frank yesterday.
Yep, that was probably me. That was me. And it's just wins are so hard to come by when you're a Pirates fan. Matt will get with that. He'll understand. All right, that's good. There we go. That's crazy for this week. Is Ann going to do it again? No. Okay. No, you don't have to. All right, name the cat. Find a name for the cat. Ryan, let me know what people are saying. Today is May 24th, 2024, and it's a Friday. It's also National Don't Friday. This is a reminder. Alex, you're going to be out at the ballpark all weekend working a lot. Don't forget this weekend, holiday weekend, to use your SPF. That's what that's for. Don't Friday, F-R-Y. And what do the aviators do, which is amazing in the bathrooms?
Oh, well,
Sounds weird. Let's clarify. What do the aviators do for their fans when they use the restroom?
No.
What do they have in the restroom
What
for
does the Las
fans?
Vegas ballpark
There's
have in the
sunscreen
restroom
in every
for fans?
restroom.
Thank you. There's sunscreen in every restroom is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
It didn't come off that weird. I'm like,
Yeah. What does Las Vegas ballpark have in the bathroom for their fans?
sunscreen.
It works. Good job, everyone.
What is the SPF on that? Someone check it out.
I think it's 50.
That's 50. Hey, did
Yes.
that over hit the other day in that game, that 14 and a half?
No.
It didn't hit?
No, and every other game has gone over.
Okay, the Gonzaga. Really?
Yes.
Because I couldn't find it on my site and I was going to bet it and I forgot to check.
Yes.
Okay.
Today, Gonzaga and St. Mary's. We're going over.
You like that one?
Yes.
All right. The overs are like 14 and a half at the ballpark. It's a wind tunnel out there. It's episode 160. It's time to travel back to January 4th. Anna, are we good for that or no? If not, we can go to our guest.
Talk slowly.
Talk slowly. All right.
Slowly.
It's episode 160 today, which we're very proud of. Okay, there we go. Here's the graphic. We're traveling back to January 4th, 100 shows ago.
When J. Chris Newberg was a guest on
J.
our show.
Chris Newberg was a guest, very funny comedian, like our guest that'll be coming up in about 60 seconds. J. Chris Newberg also set the record for swearing, dropping F-bombs the most times. He did 3 in one interview. This was January 4th. This was 100 shows ago. So he is on the dry erase board at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Ryan, you have one as well. Let's grab the leaderboard. Ryan has one. I still fight mine. Who else has said the F-bomb?
Jerry, of course.
Jerry, of course, said it.
Greg Vaughn was the
Greg Vaughn did it a
founding
couple
member.
times.
Founding member. Jerry Trevino, J. Chris Newberg 3 times, myself, Frank, Sean, and Robert Wool.
And Robert Wool also said it a couple times. Now I'm
Twice.
afraid our guest today, we might have to delay Matt Light a little. He's laughing already. All right, here's J. Chris Newberg doing it 3 times. Matt, don't do this. It's getting Letterman-esque. It's getting full and long, man. It looks good.
Oh, is that the go yourself link?
Ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
am I not allowed to say
No,
that?
you can
Am I
say
not-
you can say yourself. That's fine. The word yourself is good. No,
Oh,
we
I'm
don't
so
frown.
sorry.
It's okay. I had wrote him. I said it was PG.
Join the club.
I don't think I said PG-13, but you're in an exclusive club. Hold on. Let's run down the list. Run down the list. Major League All-Star Greg Vaughn. He said it live in the studio. Jerry, who slipped it on our show. Jacqueline Marfugi Caprio in here, and she kind of said it right.
So I'm playing rhythm, and I look over to the right, and Noel, Liam, Bonehead, the drummer, all those fucking people. Oh my god, I don't even frickin' with an R. Him from behind me goes, "Get the F out."
That's the very funny J. Chris Newberg, who, when he played the Laugh Factory here before it closed in Vegas, he came in and he did not say the F-bomb. And then last week we showed a clip of him throwing out the first pitch at the Detroit Tigers game.
I heard him swear there.
Yeah. And who was there?
She said I heard him swear there.
He swore there. And he swore there on the field when the pitch went left. Ideas for the name of our cat, Keith Lyle has Chalk. Chalk the cat.
Chalk. And then Dean Hill with Crash.
Crash?
Yeah, in tribute to you breaking the TV.
All right, those are all good names.
I
Keep
like
them coming.
Crash.
So, you like Crash? All right, Crash the cat. Speaking of throwing out the first pitch at a baseball game in your hometown, this guest of ours, who we almost had on the show one day for the Steelers-Buffalo game, but there was bad connection, And that also might have meant he had probably 10 beers by then and maybe something didn't work out. But this gentleman got to throw the first pitch out at a Pirate game. We'll put that clip up on our site or we'll have him send it to us. Very funny guy who relocated to Dallas. It's Matt Light, ladies and gentlemen. My buddy Matt. What's up, Matt?
Hey, guys. What's going on, man?
Dude, I love your shirt. I have to explain to everybody here maybe that doesn't get it, but it's a Yins shirt. Yinzers, that's a Pittsburgh thing, like you guys or y'all. Yins guys want to go. Those are great shirts. Now, is that your line or I can't remember?
Yeah, it used to be, but in order to have a clothing line, you have to sell shirts. And I noticed I just been like, I have like 100 of them still in a box. And so instead of doing laundry, I just break out a new one every day.
You're genius.
So if you want some, Frank, I'll send someone to the whole crew for you guys.
Yeah, hell yeah. We would love them. I'll wear it on the show for sure. So, Matt, you've relocated from Pittsburgh. You're now in Dallas. I know you're still, dude, get out of here with this Dallas hat. What are you doing? It's upside down, though? Wait a second.
I didn't know it had this on it. This is Ben DiNucci's clothing line called True Brand. So Post Malone wears it. There's a lot of collabs and stuff. You can't. The problem is with this hat, it's weird. It has a Cowboys logo on it, so you're not supposed to eat with it on or you'll choke. So I usually don't.
Nice. Bam. Take that, Cowboy fans. That's a Pittsburgher right there.
Yeah.
So Ben DiNucci, quarterback from, did he go to Pine Richland? He was a Pittsburgh guy, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it was, he went to Penn State, or I don't know. I just knew it was one of those. But the reason why it's upside down, he started, they better pay me. In 2020, the world was upside down. And they started doing this. And Post Malone wears it. He's cool. So I thought I'd fit in.
So, Alex, you recognize it right away.
Yeah, because of Post Malone.
All right, yeah. You're a big Post.
Yeah, since he's gone country now, I follow Post Malone with his new song and stuff.
With Morgan
Wallen.
Yeah.
Very
so,
good.
and you're going to the concert. You're very excited about that.
I am in August.
In August. All right. So, Matt.
Do not throw chairs.
Do not throw. Yeah. Now, Matt, you threw out the first pitch at a Pirate game, and we don't have the video. I should have asked for it, but we didn't know we were going to talk about J. Chris Newberg either. But that must have been a big thrill because you had your whole family there.
Yeah, there was a lot of us there. It was really exciting. When you go back and watch the actual first pitch, not the best. It's pretty bad, but it was crazy because the whole week leading up to it, I was practicing and I'm throwing strike after strike after strike. And then you get out there and you walk in the PNC Park and it's intimidating. There's tens of fans there. And
dozens, yes.
And I just threw it over Robbie Mikowski's head. And it's so weird because, as a comedian, it's probably the best case scenario because more people saw it. But as a competitor who's 5'5" with asthma, I was so annoyed because I thought this was my one moment that they were going to sign me.
Yeah.
The bullpen needs as much help as possible. I thought this was my audition. And didn't work out. But it was fun, dude. It was so cool. We got jerseys. My family got to go on the field, and it was an awesome experience, and I'd love to do it again.
Yeah, it was really awesome. So now you're moving in Dallas for a girl, of course, your lovely girlfriend who I've never met, but I follow you guys on Facebook or Instagram, Facebook. No one does Facebook except for me. But anyway, what's it like living in Dallas now? What's the vibe there right now with the Mavs and the Stars?
It's funny because Dallas is such a big city that you would have no idea that they're in the playoffs. There's so much it's like, is it the biggest actual size city?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Like size wise, it's huge. Like the airport alone is like
it's massive. And I will say that we are spoiled as Pittsburgh fans where like you would go to a grocery store and someone has an oversized Jerome Bettis jersey in the middle of June.
Right.
But like here, it's just a bunch of dudes wearing Lululemon that are relocated and they're not really. But I will say the atmosphere at the arena it blows away the Pittsburgh Penguins. Stars games are so loud.
Wow.
The in-game production is unbelievable. And Matt, so like I'm a diehard sports fan. I never had a basketball team. Now, this side. Now I have one, so I got a Luka ball over there. And the Mavs games are so much fun. People are excited when you go out to watch the game.
Right.
But, overall, you don't see it as you would in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. To explain for anyone who's not from Pittsburgh, everyone has their church Steelers shirt. You've never seen a town with more. I can't explain to you guys they always tease me for talking about Pittsburgh too much. It's just it's the only city that does
It's
that.
the best.
It's the best. Now the Luca ball. There's a story behind that, right? Didn't you pay someone for that in the stands, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, so we went to a Mavs game and there was a girl in front of us and they all had these shirts that said like Annie's Cookies. And so I knew that they were there for like the Mavs gave them tickets,
A
comped
group,
them,
yeah, right.
and one of them won like the contest to win the basketball. And I was like, I doubt she's a huge basketball fan or doesn't care that much. So I stalked her and I went over to my girlfriend. I was like, hey, I'm going to go follow her in the bathroom. And my girlfriend was like, what's that? I go, no, not like that. I was like, when she goes to the bathroom or concessions, I'm going to walk by casually. So when she went out, she didn't have the ball with her. I went with her, and I go, "Oh my gosh, hey, you won the basketball contest." She's like, "Yeah." And I go, "Awesome." I go, "I just want to give you something," and she goes, "What's that?" And I pulled out $200 cash. I go, "This is yours for that basketball." And I didn't even give her a choice. I go, "That basketball, I want that. Basketball's mine." She's like, "You want to give me $200 for that basketball?" And she's like, "Okay, yeah, sure." Didn't realize that it's $1,000 ball. So. Yeah.
That's good.
Go Mavs.
So, that's the only time you've ever followed a girl to the bathroom, I hope.
Well, yes.
Down on the south side, it gets a little dicey. So listen, and I saw you went to games. What's it like to be at a Mavs game? Is there any chance you get to go to a playoff game? I'm sure tickets are hard to come by.
So I potentially might go on, I think it's on Sunday.
Okay.
So I'll explain that in a second. The Mavs games are really cool because, I've only been to a Lakers game prior to that. Jeff Dye took me to a game before. It was so much fun. I go to a Mavs game. What I like about it is they stand until they score the first basket. I don't know if that's a tradition in basketball.
That's very collegiate
so
kind of.
exciting.
Yeah, right?
But then the girl in front of me didn't know it was just the first basket. And they give like these posters away where you fold them and they turn into a fan where you clap.
Okay.
I never wanted to smack somebody so hard in the face in my life because every shot attempt, and I'm betting the over on Luka like every game I go to.
That's what I would do.
People will stand and smack these before the shot's even through. And I'm not, I'm new to basketball, so I don't realize that every time Lucas shoots, it's going in. I'm like, oh, well, wait a minute, And but it's phenomenal, man. I mean, I love the guy because he's so down to earth. There was a clip of him like last week where he's playing some nerd video game, and one of the guys is like, "Hey, what do you do for hobbies?" And he's like, "Basketball." And they're like, "Oh, cool." He's playing rec league. He's like, "Dallas Mavericks." Then immediately after that, the guy's like, "You mean like a club team?" He's like, "No, I'm serious, Dallas Mavericks." And the guy goes, "Can I have an autograph?" And then the conversation completely stopped.
Oh wow!
He was buddies with this dude the whole time, and then he got weird with the autograph thing, and Luke was like, "Yeah, I'm good, thanks."
Yeah, it's worth a lot more than $200, as we know. Now you cooked up a parlay the other night. You had the Mavs. You had Kyrie over 20, Luka over 30. They both scored over 30, if I'm not mistaken. Paid $700, so you got a nice little winning going on. What are you going to do with that this weekend?
Well, so the reason why I took that bet in the first place is what I've noticed is, and I don't know if it's everywhere, but when you download apps, they always give you the bonus where it's a max bet.
Right.
And they'll be like, we'll match it 100%. Usually when I see those, anything that's obvious or something to increase the odds, I go against it because I was like, okay, they want everybody to hammer Minnesota because they're not going to take the point spread. You're going to jump on either money line. You're not going to do the point spread.
Right.
So I always take the point spread of the dog.
Okay.
Because I'm like, that's the safe bet. I don't know what I'm going to do. Last night, I wanted to take Sagan to score and for the Stars to win, but they didn't.
Right.
I think this series is only going to go 5 games. The Mavs did not shoot well game 1, and they still dominated in the paint. That was something people were worried about. Minnesota's too big up front, and it's Dallas is a big team too. And so, I think Edwards was coming out saying, I can't wait to cover, Kyrie. It's going to be fun.
Yes, he did.
It's you couldn't, you couldn't. I think this Mavs team is the most complete team in basketball right now. I know everybody's on the Celtics, but the Celtics always find a way to choke. So I don't believe in them. And I just think that I moved. I'm a diehard Mavs fan. I've been a diehard since February 26th, and so I know what
2024.
I'm
Huge
talking
fan.
about. But I will say that I've never seen a team turn around the way that they did since I've moved here.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's when they picked it up.
usually other teams were averaging like I think 122.6 points a game when I moved here, and now defensively they're a top 5 defensive team in the league.
Yeah.
So I mean, the trade deadline, getting what's his name?
PJ Washington.
Not Hardaway. I don't like
PJ
him. Who's the
Washington.
other guy?
PJ Washington.
Washington,
There you
PJ
go.
Washington. I mean, when you double team Luka or Kyrie, he's always open at the corner for the threes. I mean, I think this team is built for a championship right now.
Yeah. And we have the Mark Cuban factor that we like, right? Because we got a little tied to Pittsburgh then.
Oh, of course. But I have a bad story about Mark Cuban, which is kind of annoying.
Okay. Hit us
So-
with it.
I love Mark Cuban. Okay, I know he goes to the gym like right down the street, so I have like a portfolio of Shark Tank ideas that I want to pitch to him one day.
Follow him to the
But-
bathroom. Follow him to the bathroom with $200 and pitch him.
Well, I know he might beat me up though. I think he knows like karate or something.
Okay.
But he was at a Penguins game when I was like 16 years old, almost 10 years ago, because the Mavs were in town every year. The Cavaliers would play somebody in preseason at the Civic Arena.
Right.
And I sat next to Cube and I recognized him. I talked to him and we were BSing and he was telling me about, Mount Lebanon and all this stuff. And it was really cool. And at the very end, I was like, hey man, is there any chance you could hook me and my buddies up with tickets for the game? We'd love to see basketball. We don't see it. And this guy, I can't do that.
What?
I was like, what do you mean? You own the team. It's a preseason game. There's going to be more lemonade vendors than seats in attendance. You can't give me a $19 seat up top. Like, I'll work. I'll sell cotton candy. Like, he was like, yeah, like it's an away game, so we got to check our revenue. I was like,
Jesus.
all right, cool, dude. So I was so annoyed by that. It's like you never want to meet your heroes, but everyone says he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
So
I talked to him about Pirates.
if I
trying to
ever
buy the
own a
Pirates.
team, and I asked him about that. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I said, hey, there's rumors that you wanted to buy the Pirates, and I think the Cubs too.
Yeah, I
potentially
tried to
at
the
that
Cubs.
time.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. He's like, that's all smoke and mirrors. He goes, I've offered. They're not selling the team. And what I've heard too from an unnamed source is that Bob Nutting wanted to his father passed away
Okay.
in August, and he was not open to selling the team until his father passed away. So there is a chance that the Pittsburgh Pirates will be sold in the near future.
Oh my God.
From what I've heard.
I that would be the happiest day of my life, as you know, and you too. Okay, so let's
Yeah,
just
you're the only guy celebrating for somebody's death. You're
I know.
90 wins this year.
So listen, are you talking smack to Dallas? I know you headlined the Dallas Comedy Club or whichever club you did. Did you even bring up Steelers versus Cowboys stuff, or did you not go there?
Immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah,
Okay, that's I should have
You
known.
know what I mean? I hate the Cowboys with a passion. I don't like Dak Prescott. He hit on my girlfriend at a function we were at a month ago.
No way.
It was, and I got a photo. I try to get these photos with these people. We're at a charity event, and I saw Derrick Henry there, and I was like, hey, big fan, can I get a photo? And he rolled his eyes. And
Oh,
took
yeah,
a
I
photo
remember,
with
yeah.
me. And I was like, hey, thanks, Najee, as in Najee Harris, and I walked away because he was so mean.
Right.
And then Dak Prescott, yeah. So then Dak Prescott's there. It's his event for his charity. He's there with his baby mom and the baby. And he eyeballed up my girlfriend a little bit. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. She's beautiful. Everybody does. So I get the photo with Dak, and then 2 seconds later, my girlfriend comes out of the bathroom. She gets a photo. When she asked for the photo, Dak looks over at me and goes, she wants her own photo, and winked at her. And I just was like, oh, man. I hope it's your right ACL week 3. Honestly. I was like, whenever you play Pittsburgh, I hope TJ Watt just goes, see ya.
Oh my God. And how are you feeling about the Steelers with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields?
Man, I love it. I think it's a win-win scenario because if Justin Fields never sees the field, then that means that Russell Wilson is doing what he's capable of. I think he's made enough money in his career where he actually just wants to have that legacy. Everyone I know that knows Russell Wilson says, yeah, he's corny, he's weird, but one thing you'll get out of him is he's the first person to start studying. I mean, 4:30 in the morning he wakes up, he's studying, does his Bible studies, he works out. You'll never get a lack of preparation with this guy. So if he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it. We move on to Justin Fields, but I'm noticing that the over/under for our team right now, every sports book I've seen other than BetMGM has 8.5.
Yeah.
BetMGM has it at 7.5.
Oof.
I mean, if you like free money, you got to take the over.
Yes,
always.
I mean, 7.5. Really bet because I have several apps. We at South Point here. We do. I think it's 8.5 here at South Point for the Steelers, and the Cowboys are 10.5, which we told Chris Harrison yesterday. He thought that seemed a little high. I don't know, but they play Week 5 in Pittsburgh. It'll be a good game.
Yeah, so they're already 0-1 if you count that game. Because Pittsburgh will go 17-0 this year.
All right, there you heard it from Matt Light. Matt, where can people follow you on social media? Because listen, Jeff Parles, who hosts Sports by the Book, he goes, "Who do you have on this week?" I said, "Oh, I got Chris Harrison Thursday, Matt Light." He goes, "Oh, Matt Light's really funny." I'm like, "Oh, you know Matt?" He goes, "Yeah, when he was supposed to be on the show before, I looked him up, and he watched a lot of your videos and thought you were great." So, yeah,
he
you're up.
probably found Matt Rife.
No.
Didn't know who was.
He goes, "Oh, he's so handsome, and his crowd work is so amazing." No, he watched your videos. You do a lot of great stuff when you go to tailgate parties. You're very funny. You were three-time.
We're gonna party when I get to Vegas.
When are you coming to Vegas?
Yeah, I'll be there. Well, for sure, I'll be there for the Steelers game.
Okay.
So I
That's
come in.
October.
I think it's Friday through Tuesday. I'll be there.
October 13th. Okay, good.
Yeah, and then so my Instagram is Matt Light Comedy. That's where most of my content is. And then Twitter, I just watch. It's Matt Light. Don't follow me there. I don't do anything there. And then my Facebook page, I'm a little active on there. But Instagram is where you'll find most of my stuff, and TikTok. Yeah.
All right, now Matt, listen. It's 12:36, and roll it. Roll the graphic. Here we go. It's what we do every day. We do picks at 12:36. We even have a little chime, little jingle. Picks. At 12:36. So this is where we like to do our picks. We have Alex White here. But before I let you go, is there any game you're on this weekend or anything you're looking at today? Let's get a Matt Light pick.
Yeah, I think you ride the hot hand. I think you take the Dallas Mavericks with the points again today. I think it's a 5-game series. I think they lose maybe one game at home.
Right.
But I think they're going to start the series 2-0.
Yeah, and it's up to 6, Ryan. Is that what that says? I know it was 5.5. It was 4.5 game one. Yeah, plus it's up to +6. Oh my God! So you're taking the Mavs
all day. Take the point spread though. I like the spread.
Okay, I like it. Matt, listen, I know we've been trying to get you on the show, and you were phenomenal as always. Very funny. Make sure you follow Matt Light. Matt, we'd like to have you back on someday. Good luck in Dallas. Things are going well there with the girlfriend.
Awesome. Couldn't be better.
All right, love it. All right, Matt Light, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for Matt. Yeah, Matt. Thanks, Matt, for being on the show.
Matt.
All right, we'll get back to picks at 12:36. We got Alex White here. Alex jumping in with the PJ Washington. That was clutch. Very nice. I was like, I don't know who the guy is. Anyway, Alex, what do we want to talk? We doing the parlay? Is that what we're gonna do? Or
we got picks at
luckily, I was
36,
going to go money line with my pick for parlay, but I feel bad going opposite of
no.
that.
You can do that. No, go.
Because I was going to do Timberwolves money line.
Well, that's still a way to win them both.
You
That's
can
still,
win
we can
both.
both win
That's
both.
right.
Okay, yeah. All right, so you
I was going to play it safe. I think it's like -$2 on the money line.
Yeah, I mean they
but
can't
to
lose.
tie it into our parlay.
Yeah. Okay.
240, yeah.
So your pick would be that.
That would be my pick. Yes.
All right. Yeah, because they can't lose 2 at home, right?
No.
Oof.
And I know that Anthony Edwards did struggle with Kyrie, but he was coming off a tough 7 games.
Yes, he was
against
tired.
Denver. He was tired. He admitted that at the end.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I hate hearing like a kid in his young 20s go, "I'm tired." It's like, shut up. But yeah, that was a grueling 7-game series. Ryan, do you have anything? Parlay, we're going to combine it, or you can bet it straight, whatever.
Yeah, I do like the Cubbies today. They're in St. Louis taking on the Cardinals. Shota Imanaga's on the mound. He's 5-0 this year. He has a .86 ERA. But the Cubbies haven't been able to score recently. In Shota's last 4 starts, the Cubbies have 5 total runs.
I know. That always happens with the Ace, doesn't it? They just don't score.
The over-under in that game is 7.5, which Jeff would probably like the over because it's Miles Michaelis for the Cardinals.
He hates Miles Michaelis so much.
I mean, with how much the Cubbies have been struggling, I don't know if they'll be able to beat up on Michaelis, and I don't see the Cardinals being able to put a whole lot on Shota. So, I mean, I do like the Cubs money line. I just don't like their team total. I don't like either team total.
And that's one of the best rivalries in baseball. Come on, Cubs at Cards, phenomenal rivalry. But that's your hometown. It's your team. It's your baseball team. So take them. I want to brag for 1 second. I think I've given out 4 baseball winners in a row on my teams. I had the Tigers. I had Cleveland. I'm going back to Cleveland. And as a Pittsburgh guy, I like the Guardians. They're 9-1 in their last 10. They've won 6 straight. They are playing a really bad Los Angeles Angels team, and I actually called them the Los Angeles Angels for one time. They're 15-11 on the road, while the Angels are 6-16 at home. Ron Washington's doing his best. They're 5-5 in their last 10, but the Guardians are 9-1 in their last 10. Team ERA is only 2.33, and they're just a good team. Cleveland's just fundamentally sound. Austin Hedges, who was a catcher for the Pirates last year, they traded him to the Rangers, and he won a ring. He did a press game conference yesterday, and he just talked about the attitude of the Guardians is every game is a playoff game. He did like this 3-minute presser, and he's just like, every game we're gearing up. He goes, so when the playoffs come, we've played 162 playoff games. This team's attitude is like no team. He's basically bad-mouthing the Pirates, but also he was on the Rangers last year who won the World Series. So he's only hitting 140, but he's a backup catcher. But I like Cleveland again. I think this is the 3rd time I've taken Cleveland. And last night, gave out the Orioles -1.5 in Washington after they got swept by St. Louis. In Chicago, sorry. They got swept by the Cards. I knew they'd win this game. It was like 8-3 in the ninth, 8-2. I don't know. All of a sudden, I keep seeing the updates. So I'm like, all right, I got to log on to this game. The last out of the game, the White Sox have 2 on, 1 out. And there's a pop-up to short. Gunnar Henderson calls for it. And whoever was on, was it Benintendi on second?
No,
Benintendi was
Andrew
batting.
Vaughn.
Okay, and they called it interference when Gunnar was going. The guy didn't know Gunnar was behind him. He's just kind of walking back to second base. And they called it a double play, game over. So I think the umpires also had -1.5 Orioles last night. Because it was unbelievable how it ended. And the announcers are like, wait, what?
Yeah, they didn't understand it either.
The Orioles aren't even like shaking hands. They're just kind of walking up the field like, are you serious? The worst runner interference, fielder interference, whatever I've ever seen. Yeah. But guess what? It covered the game. So that's okay. So I'm giving out Cleveland again. I like Cleveland. I
do really like the Phillies today, too. They are in Colorado, and they have been hitting.
They're on fire. What have they won? Like 28 of 33?
So we could keep it all baseball. Should I not? Should we do that?
It's your call.
Yeah, whatever you're more confident with.
Yeah, if you're more confident in Minnesota at home, just winning the game, stick with that.
It's about this better price on the Phillies money line, but
then let's do that.
It's minus 215 for Phillies money line, and then it'd be 240 for the Timberwolves money line.
So you like Phillies?
240.
What do you like?
Let's go Phillies.
All right.
I'm even comfortable doing the run line with the Phillies, and I mean it's Ty Block pitching for the Rockies.
Yeah,
they've been struggling in. I know they had their few wins, but let's go Phillies.
Let's go Phillies. So Phillies,
we'll
Cubs,
go baseball.
Cleveland.
Minus 215 on the Phillies money line. Pick 'em with the Guardians in Los Angeles and the Cubbies in St. Louis.
That's another thing. It's a great price on Cleveland, who's hot. Bet the winning streak. Yeah. And what's it paid? The parlay?
I haven't built it.
Oh, you can take it in a second. That's all right. What was I going to talk about next?
We're going to do.
Hey, there we go. Sound the horn, man. That's a good idea. Let's just do post with punchlines. I had something on the top of my head. I forget what it was, but yeah, why not? Let's get into post with punchlines. Ryan put together a bunch of good ones. I found a couple. And here's the list right here. So we wanted to start with the Cubbies, actually, right? Ian Happ?
105.
Oh, wait, you're computing over there?
It's parlay will play 388.
Okay.
At least 388.
Let's see here real quick. Jerry Trevino. I wanted to see if we had any other name possibilities.
No, Keith. My hometown team is not the A's. Stop it.
It's not who? It's not the A's. Why do you call the cat Tiger?
You don't want to read that one.
Oh, okay. I don't want to finish reading. I know. I really should edit. Okay. I don't know what Jerry's talking about here back and forth. Russell Wilson played shortstop for the Asheville Tourists before going back to college for football. Thank you, Tommy. And the White Sox game ending was a joke, Keith Lau, but I'll take it. When you're on the winning end of a joke, you just take it. All right, post with punchlines. I know you're starting with Ian Happ, and this ties into both of us, Ryan, because, by the way, it's National Brothers Day. So happy birthday, brother.
Birthday?
happy Brothers Day, brother.
Love you, Jakey.
So you're my brother on the show, man.
Oh.
All right, there you go. Anyway, Ian Happ from Pittsburgh. And what's up, brother? Look at Alex is doing Twitch. What's his name? Sketch, Twitch. Do it again.
Stitch.
What's up, brother?
I like when Alex does it. All right, Ian Happ from Pittsburgh, plays for the Cubs. Yes. Go ahead, talk about what they did here.
The Cubbies put on their scoreboard that Ian Happ is the first player in Major League Baseball history to steal a base on Thursday, May 23rd, 2024 at Wrigley Field in the bottom of an inning. They did this to be petty with the Atlanta Braves because last season when Ronald Acuna stole his 73rd
to get
base.
to the 70th base or 70,
Yeah.
the 30-70 club. Or
they
whatever.
had paused the game to give him the base when they could have done it. It was a walk-off opportunity, which even the next pitch, they did walk it off. So they didn't need to stop the game in order to do it. So the Cubbies were being petty by doing that.
That's pretty funny, actually.
But the Cubbies also managed to become the first team in Major League Baseball history to be shut out at home on May 23rd, 2024 in Wrigley Field.
Very good. Yeah, that's a lot of firsts yesterday at Wrigley Field. Yeah. Very funny. Now, we're staying in Chicago.
We are
right?
staying in Chicago, yes, because at the Orioles-White Sox game, which you liked the O's
which, again,
yesterday,
ended like a clown game.
Yeah, there was a sign that a fan held over the rafters saying, sell the team Bozo, with a clown over Jerry Reinsdorf's face. And they said the sign lasted for about 30 seconds because security.
Yeah, anytime people try to protest these signs about owners or anything, they're immediately removed. But that'll live forever on the internet now. And the White Sox, they had all that young talent.
Yeah. And the Bulls. Reinsdorf's family should get out of Chicago sports.
No, there you go. All right. Alex, this one will interest you. This was a big parlay, right?
Yes. Yes, including both of these games on this 4 same-game parlay bet. So 18 legs included both the Braves-Cubs game and the White Sox-Orioles game. Also, the Rockies in Oakland to take on the Athletics and the Blue Jays taking on the Tigers. This guy put together an 18-leg parlay for $5, winning $12,022.
And what did you say when you saw this, Alex?
Well, I always think of Reno Paul.
That's Reno Paul's dream.
You said that's his dream.
His dream is to have one of these pop up on Instagram or TikTok. What's the most legged parlay you've ever hit? Can you think of one?
Oh, hit?
You're like, I made a lot. They're fun to make because you're like, after I do like a 6 or 7 legger, you're like, these all look good. I think this is going to happen.
Every time, right?
I'm like, this is, and then it's like red X, red X, red X. Wow, green, red, red, red. Can't do it. I don't know. The most I've ever hit, I think, is a 4-legger for small money. Unlike all favorites, but they're fun to do.
I mean, I've hit a 5 or 6 team round robin.
You like the round robin.
And had all of them hit. So
okay,
that was good.
That's
football
very good.
Season, yeah.
Very, very, very good. All right, Ryan, what do we have next?
So looking at a comparison of San Diego baseball players.
Okay. Oh, this is amazing.
A new San Diego baseball player.
Senior
Luis
Padre
Arraez,
to Mr. Padre.
Compared to Tony Gwynn through their first 2,144 career at-bats. This extended to a little bit a while ago because Arraez is closer to 220 or 2,200 now.
Okay, but still.
But yeah, their averages are 0.001 away. Gwynn had 3 more hits. They had the same amount of home runs. Gwynn had 70 more stolen bases, so that was the big difference there. But their OPS was also separated by 0.002.
That's phenomenal. Now, I want to say this: when Tony Gwynn first came up, I remember this, and I have a couple of his rookie cards, which are worth money. He was a stolen base guy, right? And then he just went, I'm just going to eat a lot and just hit, and that's what he did. Put on a lot of weight, did not steal as many bases. I'm shocked that he had 81 that early. But Arraez, look, are we saying he's Tony Gwynn? No. But that's really, really, really impressive.
Yeah.
And they stole him from the Marlins.
Yes. And also to this point, Luis Arraez has won 2 batting titles.
He won with Minnesota,
Gwynn
and then he won with
one.
and then he won with the Marlins. I don't understand. Both teams gave up on this guy. I know they got a good pitcher in Minnesota. They got Lopez. Who did they trade?
Pablo Lopez. I'm not sure.
I think that's what it was.
Trade,
I'm pretty sure it was a good trade. But the fact you give up a batting title guy 2 years in a row, he's been traded. I don't know, maybe he's a jerk. I don't know, but he's a good ball player. Right. He had that walk-off against the Dodgers, I think, in his first game, which I just saw pop up on my feed the other night.
So he was traded by the Twins for Byron Chourio, who's still in the minors, Jose Salas, who's still in the minors, and Pablo Lopez.
So that was the blue chipper in that trade. Yep. But, the guy just smacks the ball. He's not going to hit power. He's going to get on base. That's what they need in San Diego, right? You got Machado. You got all those big bats behind you. Get on base.
Yep.
And and Tony Gwynn, wow, that's real. When you're mentioned with Tony Gwynn, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy, as we like to say.
But moving to something that I don't think Tony Gwynn ever did, but there was a stolen base of home.
I bet you he might have. Who knows?
In a college baseball game I believe last night. So Tarleton State taking on Grand Canyon. It was a 1-0 ball game in the top of the fourth.
Okay.
And Tarleton
Straight steal.
steals home to tie the game. They would go on to win the game, but it's going to show another look.
Came
at
out of
him.
nowhere. Look at it, just the jump he gets. And thankfully the pitch was high and outside. Obviously gives him the advantage. If that's low and inside, he's out. But this view here, anyway, that's great.
Yeah.
We had talked about stealing home with Kevin Belenkoff.
We did.
Yeah, mentioning Jim Tomei
Right.
a couple days ago.
The last guy to steal a 1-0 game
Yeah,
or something.
1-0 game for the Guardians.
He goes, yeah, everyone knows that. I was like, I don't know that. Now you're going to be out at the ballpark this weekend working, right? It's the WCC conference.
Yeah, so I worked yesterday, the 2. I'm not working
Conference this one.
today.
You're not working today, but
as of now.
okay. Are you watching Gary?
But I am working tomorrow. So it's 2-game elimination after the play-in.
Okay.
So the top 2 are playing tonight.
Okay. And who are they again? That's Gonzaga.
We've got
and-
San Diego and Portland are actually
okay.
the top 2 in the WCC this year. So they'll play tonight. If the winner wins that first game tomorrow, then they win it.
Okay.
But if they lose, then it becomes, like the best of 3 between those 2.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Either 1 or 2 as of now.
As of now.
Or I might be there. There's 3 games today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the first one's going on right now. It started at noon. So there's still 2 more. So if you're in Vegas, go out there because I love college baseball.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it. I mean, the teams are so into it. Obviously, they have a lot more at stake than just a regular season MILB game.
Sure, yeah.
That drags on throughout the year. But yeah, they're all in it, and they still, do all their dugout stuff.
Yeah.
Just like
I was excited to see college baseball in
You
early
had
March.
Pitt.
We were there.
Yes.
It was going to be Pitt, and both games got rained out because of me. I'm the bad luck. Are you at the ballpark this weekend, Ryan?
Not this weekend. No.
Not this weekend. Okay. What do you got next, buddy? Brother. It's Brother's Day. Brother's hug.
Moving to some WNBA stuff. So the Washington Mystics are selling ticket packages that include brunch.
Yes.
So it's $105 to get bottomless mimosas.
Yes.
A bottom bowl seat level ticket.
Good seat.
Chicken and waffles, fruit, pastries, coffee, etc. at brunch. So it's specific days. So their Pride Night, their game versus our Las Vegas Aces.
Okay.
Their HBCU. I'm not sure what D9 means, but
that's historically black colleges, right?
Well, I don't know what D9.
Either way, it's a good deal. $100 gets you. I think the key 2 words on this is bottomless mimosas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could put those away. That's pretty good. Are you a mimosa girl?
I want to say yes, but the day after is never fun.
Champagne does give,
So you
champagne's
should
not
just
good.
say no.
It seems like a good idea. You're like, oh, champagne. And the next day you're like, why did I
Headache.
do that? Yeah, but that's a great deal. Good for them. All right, what do you got next?
Well, sticking with some basketball stuff, there's a trend. I know that they didn't win last night against the Celtics, but the Pacers have made the Eastern Conference Finals in 4 straight decades with
That
the
end
year
with a
ending in a
4.
4. So 1994, they lost to the Knicks in 7. In 2004, they lost to the Pistons in 6. In 2014, they lost to the Heat in 6. And in 2024, they lose to the Celtics in 4.
It's a lot of losing.
It's a lot of losing. Does this mean we do a future for 2034 in the Western Conference Finals now?
Eastern.
Damn it. Yeah. Man.
Propped up.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Anne's like, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
How much does it pay?
Yeah,
She
right.
loves the plus
Yeah,
money.
she does.
10
Yeah,
years in
and
advance,
you haven't had a feeling lately. Ann will I'll come in the next day. I'll come in for a show, and Ann will go, had a parlay last night. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just felt. She just gets these feelings. You haven't had it in a while though.
No feelings.
She has no feelings, ladies and gentlemen. No feelings from Ann.
Dead.
All right. What do you have next?
We're going to sticking with kind of basketball, but nothing professional sports related. There was a kid that decided to climb in his, I believe, a high school gym to get a ball that's hanging in the rafters.
Yeah.
So
I did this once too.
Oh my god.
So he climbed up the basket, is going. Yeah.
Yeah. Now he shimmies his way back. He's getting a little tired. He's like, all right, let me give my arms a rest. So he shimmies over. By the way, kudos to the men who put in that. Is that conduit? I don't know what it's called, or that put that in. Now you're like, how's he going to get down? That's like a 30-foot drop.
At least, yeah.
Alex, what do you think he does? Predict what he does.
I have no idea.
Does he drop right there? Does he drop from there? Yes or no? Does he drop from there?
No.
Okay, let's play the clip. Alex is correct.
Okay.
He gets look at this. And he does like a little Gene Kelly around the pole there, singing in the rain. And then he drops down from the That's the most impressive thing I've seen all week.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's stupid. It's suicidal. I mean, but
Very
my
much so.
goodness.
Yeah.
He did it. He got the ball. Who wedged the ball? Who was shooting that it ended up
I don't
there?
know. I don't know.
That's just someone trying to like stick it up there and then maybe just to make that video. But super impressive to that guy.
Yeah.
Batman-esque.
Yeah.
Spider-Man-esque, I guess.
Yes.
Jerry.
Yes.
Oh, by the way. Oh, never mind. I don't want to talk. Jerry's not here. Go ahead. I just realized it's something not for air. Go ahead. Anyway.
Well, sticking with sports, I don't know.
Listen, Brian, everything can't have a segue. Sometimes you just make hard turns. It's okay.
Well, we're gonna go to
You do a great job.
hockey content now.
Throw a dart at the next one. Is this the darts one?
No.
Oh, damn it!
No. That would have been good though. We skipped that one, huh?
We skipped the darts.
Oh, we did.
Well, let's just do it now.
Yeah, let's do it now.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
listen.
That
By the
works.
way, we've all played bar darts. It's fun. You play a little cricket. You play 501. So we're going to show you a clip. This is from Europe. I don't know if you've ever watched.
Years old.
What? That guy is not 17
Pretty sure
years
that
old.
kid is 17 years old. At least that was some of the tweets that I saw. He was also an underdog in that.
Wow, he looked 40.
Wow. Those were bad odds. Whoever made this. It was clearly the favorite.
Oh my God! How about that though? 9 darts in a row.
9 darts.
It's like that's like throwing a perfect game of baseball.
Do we have darts at the barbecue? Because I'm pretty good at darts.
Yep.
Anna's saying, yeah.
We do
All
have
right,
darts.
come for darts.
Okay.
Get the Drew Dog, get the darts up. You're on that, Drew Dog. I like it. Maybe we'll have some footage of that. Could be in the Monday montage. All right. What else you got?
I mean, I really don't know how to throw this one. But rescue dogs.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
in the NHL,
They're perfect, like a perfect dart game.
yes,
There you go.
yes. Good
Comes
job,
with time.
Frank. So all 30 NHL teams have a dog representing them, but the 16 teams that made the playoffs
Stanley Pup.
will have these dogs compete in some form of a canine skill, and they're all up for adoption. So I just thought it was a really touching.
What about the other 16?
Well,
They aren't being promoted to be adopted
no. Well,
too?
they're all up for adoption. But it's
Okay.
the 16 teams that made the playoffs or the 16 that are going to compete.
Get to compete. Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Thank goodness.
thank you, Alex. I'm on TikTok every night looking for clips, and the algorithm
That's the
learns
only
that I
reason.
like a lot of sports, and they also like the algorithm knows that I like seeing dogs being adopted. And there is nothing better when they come with like they do like a POV of them holding and they go to the cage and the dog starts doing that, and then the ride home, and I'm crying just thinking about it. I swear to God, I could watch those all day. I have 2 rescue dogs, so I'm a big rescue pup. So what is it? Adopt, don't shop. But yeah, I literally, it's just that. It's just sports, dogs, some other stuff. Next.
Yeah. So moving from one animal to another, there was the
That's a good segue.
Miami Dolphins linebacker Jalen Phillips
Okay.
posted on his Instagram story of a surprise in his toilet.
Hold on. Anne's like, so, wait. First of all, did we clear this clip? No. Yeah, we did.
Oh.
I haven't seen this yet. Ryan told me about it. I can't wait to see it. Here we go.
His commentary is
Man,
somewhat
this is
funny.
some Florida I've
This is
ever
some
seen.
Florida stuff right here.
But how the hell did he get in there?
Oh my God.
That man is bathing in my toilet. And he's not a pet.
He's not a pet.
He's not my pet.
I don't know where he came from.
You left the screen door
He's a
open.
grown man.
Well, what do you do? What did he do with him?
He ended up calling animal control
Yeah.
to come get it. He had to pay $150 to get him out of there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was like,
By the way, the building's probably going to refund that, I would hope.
yeah,
for this
he
thing.
didn't know whether it came from the pipe out of the toilet or climbed into the toilet. So the last part of his Instagram story was like, now I'm gonna have to check every time I go to the
Yep.
bathroom. So yeah. Anyway.
Oh my, that is, yeah, that's why I would have kept him as a pet. It's like, there you go.
You
Call him
just don't want
Chalk.
to touch him.
Yeah, well, yeah, a glove. All right.
So more NFL stuff. Somebody decided to put together a video comparing 2 quarterbacks that wear the number 9,
Okay, this is Burrow.
Joe Burrow and JJ McCarthy.
Okay, this is a song.
McCarthy, he's the real deal on the field. He's got the perfect skill. Joe Burrow, he's just a pretender. He's not even close. It's a no-brainer. JJ McCarthy, quarterback.
This sounds like a country hit.
It
Alex.
does. It really does.
Alex is bobbing her head.
Was a star of the the others are fake. When it comes to talent, there's no mistake. Joe Burrow, always on the bench. Injury prone, he's just a
I figured you would
risk
like this one.
Oh, it's hysterical.
He's the real deal.
JJ McCarthy hasn't taken one snap in the
Nope.
NFL yet.
He's on the field, you can't help
There he is.
feel no comparison.
Did he like help out to make this video, or is this just like stuff from the team? you know?
No, this is stuff from that rookie premiere.
Oh yeah, that rookie thing where Penix got his card for the first time.
Yeah.
Just showing Burrow hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Look, as an AFC North fan of the Steelers, I love this. And I always like the Vikings. The Vikings are a team you root for, you know?
No.
They're purple. They've never won a Super Bowl. Oh, they're in your division. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
they're not a team I root for.
Vikings, you root for the Vikings? Yeah.
But I liked Kirk Cousins also, so it's part of the reason. But I mean, we'll see how he does.
Yeah. It's just a cool
actually,
uniform.
we'll see how Sam Darnold does this year.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Is that all for posts? Or
Well,
we have one more.
Yeah, you were talking about cool uniforms. Instead, Costco is selling something that you think is pretty cool.
As we know, I talk about Costco quite a bit. By the way, Paul does say that's the dream for the 18-legger. So look at these sets. NFL has glass.
Whiskey
They got
glasses.
these sets. You get 2 little tumblers. You get the rocks to keep the drink dry, and you get the little
Nice.
tongs. So this is obviously someone shot this at an LA Costco. So for $40, I imagine it's going to be regional. A lot of those for the Raiders at Costco. So anyone who gets one of those in Pittsburgh, I'll trade you that for a Raiders one. I don't know. Anybody want a Raiders one in Pittsburgh? No. That's a cool set, though. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, remember I told you about that gold bar?
Yeah.
I'm almost done with that. I think I left a little in there for you.
Thank you.
I was going to leave you a little of the whiskey and then give you the gold bar. It's the commemorative Golden Knights Costco whiskey. Sean bought one. You bought one, but you left it sealed. You bought 4 of them. You drank 3. It's not bad, right?
God.
I don't know what the whiskey's in it. All right, Alex, it's a holiday weekend. What do you got going on?
Just college baseball.
College baseball, you'll be working
some
at the
barbecue
park.
stuff.
Maybe some barbecue stuff, some darts.
Yeah.
Ryan, same for you.
Yeah, I got family in town. My grandparents.
Oh, very nice. All right, well, listen, we really appreciate you guys watching the show. All the comments are great. Let's see. Mr. As long as you bring Frank Cheez-Its, there you go. If this was a Steelers song, it would be my ringtone, says Paul. Are we set on, what's the name we're going with? Chalk? Crash. Crash the Cat. From now on, Crash the Cat for That's Crazy. And Monday's headlines. We will be back on Monday. Ryan and I will be here doing a show with Andy Martello.
Yep.
It's Memorial Day. If you watch it, cool. If you don't, maybe watch it later on in the day after you have a barbecue. But Ryan and I will be here, damn it. We'll be doing a show because sports never stop. And we will write down our headlines. We're going to write them down on Post-its. We're going to take a long shot at something that could happen over the weekend, and we will reveal them on Monday. All right. Another great show, another great week. We'll be back next week. Matt and Everett will be back on Tuesday, and Alex will be here Wednesday and Friday, correct?
Yes, I will.
All right. We really appreciate you watching the show. Thank you, everybody. Punchlines. Line stands for Live in Nevada. Every show.